Today's session is on decoupling from self. And so in the past few practices, we've been exploring how do we respond wisely to difficulties? How do we respond instead of reacting? And so an example of reaction can be avoiding a difficult situation, avoiding a difficult conversation, not willing to lean in to engage with difficulty. Or another possible reaction could be to ruminate, to think and think and to think in circles and going on in circles. So from a cognitive therapy perspective, ruminating drags the mood down. It also tends to drag us down on negativity. And rumination also is very exhausting. And also avoiding, depending how you're avoiding, if you're mindfully avoiding because you don't trust yourself to communicate at that time, at that point in time, because it's really unpleasant and very uncomfortable, then it's a mindful intention behind avoiding. But if you're avoiding because you are afraid, then there is aversion, there's fear. And so the question is, how do we respond wisely? And firstly is to just let go of the need to react. And that need to react often come from because we're having a lot of thoughts and having a lot of strong feelings. And so the invitation is to notice that we don't always have to react to every single thought or feeling that comes along. And why we don't want to react in haste or impulsively is because we don't want to perpetuate suffering. We don't want to continue on ruminating because that will just make us more exhausted. Now, at the core of this understanding about mindfulness, of why we choose to respond differently instead of reacting, is being underlying this is really the understanding of the concept of non-self. And this is very much informed by Buddhist psychology. It's something that is emphasized in Buddhism. The Buddha says nothing is to be clung to as I, me, or mine. So nothing is to be clung to as I, me, or mine. It's stepping away, decoupling from the self. And for some people, they may refer the self as the ego, as the pride, how we tend to cling on to our pride, how we tend to cling on to our ego, like as though we are clinging on to the concept of self. So in this practice today, it's really an invitation to take a bigger picture instead of a tunnel vision of and being lost and overwhelmed by our thoughts and feelings. The invitation is to see that bigger picture and to appreciate that we are very much connected to a universe. We are very much connected to this earth, to people even here, even though we may not know each other, but we are here together in the same space at the same time. So now, if as always, I would like to invite you to just get into a comfortable position. In all our sessions, you can choose to sit on the floor or on the chair, whichever that works for you, whichever that's comfortable for you. So it's very important to listen to the needs of the body. Also, you can choose to lie down too if you wish, or even standing up is another option. And closing the eyes is one way, or just leaving them open and maybe just directing your gaze away from the computer if you wish, or just softening the gaze, or just just lowering your gaze, just looking like a maybe a meter away from you. And now just settling in, giving yourself a few moments to just arrive in the present moment, taking your time, not rushing. Feet on the floor if you wish, or just sitting cross-legged. Listening to the body, honoring the body. Hands on the lap or on your kneecaps, or by the side or on the table. Now the mind may be wandering, thinking about this and that. The mind is just merely manifesting our attachments and maybe our aversions as well. Things that are worrying us, or things that we are craving for. So just noticing that mind wandering, simply acknowledging that. And as best as you can, just letting that go and bringing the mind back to the body, to feeling the weights of the body on the chair or on your seat. Or if you're standing up, just feeling the weights of the body on your feet, the contact point, the feet on the floor. When you're ready, connecting with the breath, noticing the breath, feeling the breath as you're breathing in and breathing out. As thoughts may be popping up in the mind, which is very normal. Thoughts that are hogging our attention. Or sometimes it's just dialing up old memories or thinking about the future. Sometimes we are ruminating. So as best as you can, just letting go of that by moving the attention to the breath. And if you're having sinus or breathing difficulties, maybe a flu, or maybe you're sensing anxiety from breathing, then just there's an option of just then bringing the attention to the body as it sits on the chair or on the mat, using that as your anchor. So not needing your experience to be in any particular way, we just have to just simply honor the body, listening to the body's needs. And now from the breath, we expand the awareness to feeling the body as a whole. I would like to invite you to see the body or to sense the body like a vessel. Like a vessel, like at the top of the vessel is the head, the container of our thoughts, where thoughts are produced. And then the body, which is also part of this vessel, like where feelings are produced, emotions, maybe body sensations, maybe like a shoulder ache or a lower back pain, or maybe some feelings of restlessness. So sensing the body as if it's like a vessel, Just sensing the body as it just sits on the chair or on the mat. And maybe you're noticing some gentle breeze, wind on your face, on the body from the fan or aircon. And then just noticing it, how it contacts with the skin of the vessel. The mind may be calling for your attention, maybe some urgency of thoughts, like you need to do this, you need to do that. The boss is waiting for you, you need to send this email. Just simply acknowledging that, and then taking a bigger picture and sensing, back to sensing the body as a whole, like a vessel. Letting go of the need to get stuck in any thought, like a running tape of thoughts. Or if there's some strong emotions that are arising, maybe like a heartache, feeling restless or feeling empty or feeling sad, as best as you can, then just going back to the body as a whole, feeling it as if the body is a vessel, merely a container that houses your thoughts, your feelings, your body sensations. So letting go of the need to engage in any particular thought or emotion or sensation. We just have to acknowledge them. We don't have to push them away. And we don't have to answer them back. So this is our approach in decoupling from our attachments and aversion, and decoupling from the concept of self. Decoupling from the ego. And the need to react or to do something, just acknowledging that need as kindly as you can, not needing to judge yourself from having that need. It's very normal, very natural to feel impulses to do something. So we just acknowledge that in the kindest way possible. And just very gently telling ourselves, no further action needed. If there's that temptation to fall asleep, to zone out, to check your email, to open your eyes, check the time, before doing all that, just telling ourselves in the very kindest way possible, no further action needed. Just remaining where you are. You are fine as you are right now. So just coming back to the body, feeling it like as if it's a vessel sitting on the chair, on the seats or cushion, or standing or lying down. Which is a vessel with thoughts, feelings, sensations. And we don't have to get involved with everything in there. And now from noticing the body as a whole, just expanding your awareness to this group in this Zoom space. Simply resting in awareness that you are part of a group, sitting here together at the same time. Maybe mostly strangers to you. Appreciating that you're not on your own. You're very much plugged into a family, into a workplace, or into a community, society, a country, a region. You're not on your own, but you're simply part of a larger universe, connected to a universe, connected to Earth. And so staying in the practice of just appreciating that you are here with a group, taking a big picture, seeing beyond yourself. I'm going to read you this poem by Charles Cosley. I am the song. I am the song that sings the bird. I am the leaf that grows the land. I am the tide that moves the moon. I am the stream that halts the sand. I am the cloud that drives the storm. I am the earth that lights the sun. I am the fire that strikes the stone. I am the clay that shapes the mind. I am the word that speaks the man. So you can be many things, not just one thing. I am the song by Charles Cosley. Just in the last few moments of this practice, just continuing to send appreciation to this group. May you be safe. May you be well. May you be happy. Sending appreciation to yourself. May I be safe. May I be well. May I be happy. And when you're ready, allowing the eyes to open, and just bring the attention back to the screen here. And so that's the end of the practice today.